and jack off for a couple hours. Yeah, you're gonna feel better.
The accumulator was used by such countercultural figureheads as Norman Mailer, J.D. Salinger, Saul Bellow, Paul Goodman, Allen Ginsberg, Jack Kerouac, Dwight MacDonald, and William S. Burroughs. In the 1970s, Burroughs wrote an article for We magazine called All the Accumulators I Have Owned. In it, he boasted, "Your intrepid reporter at age 37 achieved spontaneous orgasm, no hands, in an orgone accumulator built in an orange grove in far Texas."
Because it was warm and it smelled like oranges, and I don't fucking know, dude,
I got nothing, man.
Nothing.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you for writing this article, sir. Now go take a goddamn shower.
At the height of his James Bond fame, Sean Connery swore by the device, and
God.
Woody Allen parodied it in Sleeper in 1973.
I could believe that.
Giving it the immortal name, the Orgasmatron.
Oh, God.
That's all per Guardian.com.
Okay.
Fun fact, there's a book they wrote. It might be coming up later, but we're going to talk about it now.
Okay.
Yeah. Christopher Turner wrote a book called Adventures in the Orgasmatron. How the Sexual Revolution Came to America. And I bring this up because I bought said book and it is sitting on my kitchen table right now. I will let you know how that goes.
You just have to explain that to anybody that walks in.
What's even better at this point is, I don't know if it says more about me as a person or just this experience in the podcast, but I don't even get questions anymore about the random ass shit that has come in this house.
What? It's fair. And, I think that's true because Zach doesn't question some of my Google searches anymore.
No.
Or he's like, yeah, you know what? I don't.
Nope.
Fine. It's fine.
It is sitting out there on my kitchen table. Obviously on the cover, it's drawn to be a naked woman, and it says Adventures in the Orgasmatron. And not one person in my house has said a freaking word.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where I'm at in my life.
Oh, Mom's doing her podcast research again.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Moving on.
So, the box became a point of contention, with proponents claiming that it was the path to utopia, and opponents claiming that it was the path to damnation. Because let's all live in a very binary society.
Again, this country was founded by Puritans.
Right?
They don't want you to have the warm masturbation box.
Yeah. Post-World War II, many former communists believed that Reich's theories of sexual repression provided an acceptable framework to explain the horrors that had just occurred. So basically, after World War II, a lot of them are like, you know what? Yeah, we probably should have just had more sex. That's probably what happened. Yeah, that's it.
After the horrors of war, I'm sure they'll just be like, you know what? I'll get in the fucking box. After what I went through,
I should have been in the box.
I should have been in the box.
I was sick.
Yeah.
So because Reich had been rejected by his psychoanalyst peers, his followers would later proclaim that therapy was unnecessary because orgasms were the real therapy.
If you have enough of them, you're probably gonna say that. But again, they should coincide. They should be friends. They should not one or the other. They should live together in harmony and be friends.
Yes, but yeah, basically, because the psychoanalysts were like, dude's fucking weird. He can stay over here. Yeah, his followers basically set up this us versus them dichotomy. Like, they rejected Reich, so they're clearly wrong about everything because they rejected him and he's great. Like, can't we both just have valid points?
Can we please just get along? Your whole thing is you should be fucking. Fuck them too, okay? Literally, everybody should just get into a circle.
Let's stop there.
Okay, we're going to stop there. Showers and consent will be involved, but we're all leaving this circle with an understanding.
Whew, buddy. So, weirdly, in 1947, Harper's Bazaar ran an article on Reich and his followers in which they called him the leader of a new cult of sex and anarchy.
I knew it was going to be a fucking cult.
That's according to Vice.com.
Okay.
This article garnered the attention of the FDA, who then began to investigate the organ collector.
It's literally a hot box.
Yeah, well, so they did their investigation and whatever. So in 1954, they told him, you have to stop selling this. This is not real.
It's an easy bake oven.
So
you could potentially get too hot. So put in a window and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, so here we go. By this time, Reich had begun to claim that the Earth was under attack by UFOs.
And now we've gone off the edge. Okay.
Yes. So for context on that, the Roswell incident was in 1947.
Okay.
So this is all very close in time frame.
Okay, so at least
it was at least a relevant world thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was a brand new thing. I'm sure it was
spent way too much time in that box and fried his brain.
Possibly.
Okay.
Cannot rule that out.
Yeah, okay.
With his organ accumulators in jeopardy, he designed an organ blaster for protection.
Oh, no.
He claimed it had the ability to influence the weather and repel alien forces.
Did it also, make a main salad? What the fuck else? Is it like a Swiss Army gun?
So, where the box was designed to draw energy in and hold it, the blaster was designed to thrust the energy outward.
And of course, it was probably phallic shaped, wasn't it?
I don't know. I wish I had a picture of it. I should have looked for a picture of it. Anyway, so Reich's delusions escalated as he aged and included secret communist conspiracies, U.S. Air Force missions, and the belief that Eisenhower was secretly waiting for the right moment to endorse him.
Okay, I think he needed some therapy and some medication.
Right? The us versus them thing, not good.
Maybe a little bit of medical attention for some dementia.
There was something going on.
He probably did barbecue his brain inside one of his hot boxes.
Very well could have.
A little bit too long. Maybe some dehydration took into effect. Gotta hydrate.
You gotta hydrate.
You gotta hydrate when you go in the hot box.
Yes. So, per Guardian.com, despite the FDA injunction, Reich continued to produce accumulators and was thus sent to prison.
Oh, dear God. How old was he at this point?
Great question. I didn't write down the age. Let's see, 1955-ish, and he was born in 97-ish, so almost 60? Late 50s? Is that how my math works?
So not that old.
Not that old. Not that old. Yes, so he was sent to prison. Yes. The boxes were destroyed and his books were burned as false advertising.
Oh, Lord.
Due to the claims he made about the healing properties of the accumulators. The American Civil Liberties Union offered to help Reich because they oppose book burnings.
Well, of course, yes.
But Reich distrusted the group and declined their help because he believed they had been infiltrated with subversives.
Okay, yeah, he done barbecued his brain.
He went off the record.
He was gone.
Off the deep end.
Off the deep end. He done barbecued his brain. He did not hydrate before going into the easy bake oven.
Yeah. So Reich died in prison on November 3rd, 1957 of a heart attack. So he would have been 60-ish here, I think.
Okay, yeah, he done boiled his
Something
brain.
went very wrong.
Something went very wrong.
Some followers have suggested that his time in prison and his death in prison are evidence that the U.S. government was threatened by Reich's ideas and technologies and had him eliminated.
No, he done boiled his brain is what happened, and yeah, he done boiled his brain. And probably wasn't eating well because he done boiled his brain.
Yeah. Others argue that this was blatant censorship, but leave out the conspiracy flavorings.
Yeah. I mean, censorship, I could see. He had some good ideas. He had some questionable ideas, and then he done lost his mind.
Yeah. So, I mean, and let's put it into perspective, right? This was all happening prior to the free love movement in the 60s.
So he started it.
Yeah.
And then they realized that they should probably not listen to the man who's boiling his brain.
Yes. Myron Sheroff wrote a biography about him called Fury on Earth in 1983, which I bought, but I have not been able to read yet. I started it. Well, one of the websites that I was reading talked about it and how it was actually very moving, and like basically the feeling I got from it was like you read the book and you don't believe him, but he seems less crazy and more you feel bad for him as like
all right,
trapped inside a brain that was once brilliant and just deteriorated. Yeah,
okay.
like that's the feeling I got from the article I read. So I'd like to read the book and experience that myself. But
so kind of like A Beautiful Mind, like you're seeing it from his perspective of like he's brilliant, but he's also trapped inside his schizophrenic mind.
Could be. Could be. I never saw A Beautiful Mind.
Oh, yeah,
I should, but yeah. But anyway, so there is a Wilhelm Reich Museum in Maine.
Please tell me they have one of the intact boxes.
I don't know, but their mission is to preserve the primary sources which form the basis of our knowledge about the life and work of Wilhelm Reich, so that present and future generations may study them in undistorted form.
Okay, so before he done boiled his brain.
Per the website, they sell his books, offer online workshops, and hold annual conferences.
I really hope they have at least one intact box.
I don't know.
That has been thoroughly cleaned.
I kind of got the feeling the museum was less museum and more like fan club.
I was going to say, I was like, is it left over from the members? And like, it's still kind of like they shine his picture a little bit too often.
That's how it felt.
Okay.
But yeah. I won't say for certain.
Right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Fair.
Anyway, so that is him.
In his uncontrolled hair.
Enjoy his face again. Same picture, but just enjoy it again.
That's how he done boiled his brain. His hair just gave up.
Well, maybe. No, yeah, that's why his hair looks like that. Yeah, that's from brain boiling.
Oh, yeah. He needed to hydrate more.
Yeah. So there you go.
Okay.
Wilhelm Reich.
Ah, Sexpol Man.
Sexpol Man. All right. Oh, so if you enjoyed the podcast, give us a like, share, subscribe on any platform. You can find us on social media. We are on Facebook at Our Trivial Obsessions. We are on Instagram at Our Trivial Obsessions. We are on YouTube, Our Trivial Obsessions. You can find us on Twitter at Our Trivial Pod. We have a website, www.ourtrivialobsessions.com. That is where you will find our episode extras, references, bonus materials. You can email us at randomqueensobsess@gmail.com. Random.
Because we are.
Queens.
Because we are.
Obsess.
Because we do.
Email us there with anything you'd like to add to the conversation and any topic requests for a future episode.
Have you ever seen one of the Easy Bake Oven boxes?
An Oregon accumulator? Oh, Lord, help me. Okay. Also, we do have merch out until April 30th. So help us celebrate our 6 months of doing this.
Da-da-da.
Fabulous. I think I hit it all.
You did.
All right. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.